Folks, we are live. Welcome to Gamers Health live from North Texas RPG Con, day 3, Saturday night, 8 p.m. local time, 9 p.m. New York time for our regular viewers. I am Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. With me is my wife Rachel. Maybe I'll bring this mic up to us.
Okay. How you doing, everybody?
Hey. So we are actually in the main room. Before we wrap up, I'll make sure I turn the camera around and let you guys see uh, what's going on here. But this is mostly pickup games that are going on around us in the main room. And it is a very not a crowded con. I wouldn't say crowded or
Not overcrowded.
not overcrowded. But Paul, welcome. But it is certainly a well-attended con. A lot of people. I got to say, we had a number of people thank Rach and I for what we do here on Gamers Health and tell us that this
And it's
live
really
stream-
sweet to
yeah,
hear how people feel about it and, say thank you and, you got to keep that going kind of thing. And
it really
yeah,
it means
it means something to people. And
it means a lot to us to get that
yes,
kind of a feedback. I mean, honestly, we've said this before, and hello, parasocial audience. You keep on changing your handle, sir. If it wasn't for the fact that you have the German Eagle there, I wouldn't even know you. But yeah, no, it's been really good. The currency that this channel survives on isn't cash. It isn't what coin you can put into our hands. It's your positive feedback, telling us that what we're doing means something. And it means a lot to hear that. I want to go to North Texas next year, even though I'm disabled. It looks like so much fun.
yes, and it's very inclusive
Yes.
in terms of disability. So
Yeah, I know that I've seen at least two gamers here that are in. There's a lot of young gamers here. We've had tables solely for kids games
that's
or
great.
RPGs being run just for a group of kids. There'll be the off the grid women's game tomorrow
Yeah.
morning. There's going to be a podcast slash YouTube seminar tomorrow, which Glenn and I will both be participating in. It's being run by Mike Stewart of the Save or Die, well, formerly Save or Die, now it's Save for Half podcast, and he's been podcasting for, I believe, well over a decade. So there's going to be a lot of
Along with
experience.
Liz, right? Or is she more new to it?
I think I think they've been podcasting pretty much just as
Together.
long. Yeah,
Oh,
but Mike is the one that's taking the lead on the cast,
oh,
and so right now I'm watching like Zach Glazer, probably cause troubles for later because there will be a midnight auction, and hi Picture Grandma, hello. And then the midnight auction is always many levels of, I want to say debauchery, but it's an 18
yeah.
it's
It's
an
more
18
of a
holder.
older crowd.
Yes, by necessity. There is no recordings there.
Not appropriate for the kiddies.
What happens at the midnight auction stays at the midnight
there
auction.
you go.
What rule set should I know before I go? Any Warhammer RPG? I don't know. I'd have to look at the schedule to be honest with you. I'll do that when I get back to New York, and we'll make sure we have an update for you for next week. I know that there's a lot of Swords and Wizardry, OSE, Shadow Dark, Hyperborea. We played in Gangbusters with Glenn. I know there was some classic D6 Star Wars on the schedule. There was some Traveler, D6 Traveler. So there's a lot of different stuff. Um, Guest wise, I guess probably two of the biggest names were uh, James Raggy and Kelsey of Shadow Dark fame, Kelsey Dion. So I mean, there are old timers here and new timers, but the number of special guests that you will see is I don't know, like for the number of people at the con, it's second to none, and it's small enough that you can approach people and talk to people and find yourself gaming with, oh, that's James Raggy. Oh, okay, that's Bill Webb. Oh, that's Matt Finch. Oh, that's Casey Christopherson. You'll be surprised who you're gaming with and who you're talking to, and everybody's just very approachable here. I gotta say, there's none of this. I'm not gonna name the cons, but there's none of this cliquishness. And nobody feels like they're part of their own little world, and
There's no entourages or
no.
like there are people that are, I guess you could say they are influencers because they do have YouTube channels. They do like give their opinions. They have their space in this niche, but there's none of that sort of Hollywood
Yeah,
pretense about it. They're just people who do YouTube, or people who
blog or
people who do write games,
right.
and, or artists or whatever it is. But none of that plastic.
Yeah, there's other conventions that have a little bit of plastic attached to them, and that is what it is, right? I mean, I'm not saying that that's necessarily bad. It's just that this is the type of convention that I feel at home at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Rach could tell you that my favorite thing for me is to sit in one of the cushy chairs out in the
Eat
hallway,
breakfast and
eat breakfast.
talk to everybody in the morning. You know?
Let people come by
Yeah.
and converse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, and this is one of my favorite parts about it. I've asked people who have come up to me and say, "Hey, I watch your channel. I watch you and Rach on Gamer's Health, or I watch you and Mike, or I like the news coverage that you do." And I like to ask them, now that you've met me, am I what you expected? And they're like, "Oh, you're exactly like on your videos."
Yeah, and that's important.
That's important.
The integrity of
Yeah,
what you do. Sorry, I'm itchy.
You're allowed to be itchy, Rachel. You're allowed to be itchy. Yeah, I have. I'm too old to find influencer chic anything but weird. When we saw like Ernie with his entourage at GaryCon, or Satine with her entourage, I think at GaryCon, probably at Game Hall one year.
Right, it's very in group, and
Right.
Those kind of things are, they don't underscore, like they don't help foster inclusivity.
Right, and we'll talk about inclusivity.
And I'm not talking about inclusivity as like I'm just talking about for people to feel welcome in this
group
realm.
Right. There's nobody's being excluded. There are people from all backgrounds here. There are people from all political viewpoints. Nobody's bringing up at the table. Everybody's here to game. Everybody's here to converse. Everybody's here to socialize. And you know what? I'm gonna it's a prop here, but the hotel likes this convention so much, they put out like cases of, you guessed it, Heineken 00, because you can't give away alcohol for free, but you can give away non-alcoholic beverages. And they were using this in popcorn. They were putting this out around 5 o'clock in nice ice buckets. And I was like, I'm going to drink a non-alcoholic beer. This is probably the one I would choose by taste alone.
Yeah, I was offered it as we were going out the door to go get dinner, and going, oh, no, I can't drink. I don't think I should drink right now. He's like, no, it's not alcoholic. I'm like,
although
all right, we'll give it a shot.
I will say the bottle does say 21 plus in the USA.
I guess because of that very minuscule percentage.
I guess.
Yeah.
Alcohol free. So If you like Heineken, you might like this. Is it something that
It's not as
as skunky?
intense
It's not
and
as
skunky
skunky.
as the regular Heineken.
Chris, welcome. So, by the way, just as a side note on the health aspect of these non-alcoholic beers, uh, if you are a
It's
diabetic,
yeah.
it's relatively high in carbs, carbohydrates. Um,
Oh, it gives it to you?
yeah, it does.
Hmm.
I believe it says 16. So now my blood sugar has been, for all intents and purposes, spot on, even going low at times. So I'm not too worried about drinking this high carb faux beer. But normally I would be like, yeah, I'd be better unless I was driving. I'd be better off drinking a light beer, lower in carbs. Weird how that works. I guess the carbs are what actually gives this the flavor as opposed to the alcohol.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Sorry, literally embracing whores as role models again because I'm old is too much for me. Yeah. No.
Did they say what I think they said?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who was Rachel?
Who
Who
is?
was?
Who is?
Who is? Gabriel. Who is?
Let's sing a song about her.
That's saying I'm totally sober. Trust me. But yeah, no. Yesterday we played in Glenn Hallstrom's Gangbuster session,
Yeah.
which is a lot of fun. Glenn is a great GM. It's my first time actually. I've actually been in a game that he co-GM'd. Remember Tune with Tim Snyder?
Yes, that was so much fun.
But this is the first time I've been in a game that Glenn was the solo GM, and yeah, he was spot on. Made the game sing.
Yeah.
So he rolled with all the punches, almost quite literally. So yeah, really good times. So one thing that North Texas, and I've said this in the past, and I will certainly say this again, it's a very special convention.
Yeah.
But we've been talking to a lot of the newcomers. A lot of people are first timers. There's a large number of second timers who first came last year. A lot of them because of this channel, me talking about it, Mike and I talking about it, us bringing on Gary, and people agree overwhelmingly, not everybody, but it feels like they're coming home to family, even if it's their first time. And everybody is pretty much approachable. Nobody is like, oh, you got to stand and wait for me or to acknowledge you or something like that. Everybody wants to ensure that everybody else is here to have a good time, and the special guests are very generous with that time. Sorry for the spicy language, but I just said it.
I love it.
Game Game Con does it. Chris, I have not been around much. Been sick for 4 days. Viral infection, not COVID.
I'm sorry.
But been looking at the classic Star Frontiers. If you're looking at classic Star Frontiers, you should follow Tom Verald's Tabletop Taproom channel. He does a lot of coverage of the classic Star Frontiers. That is the love of his life. He's very passionate about it. I'm not sure if he still is, but he certainly was an editor. I believe the Star Frontiers man, one of the Star Frontiers zines out there. And he really knows his Star Frontier stuff. I played it. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Didn't dislike it.
It never gravitated. It never stuck to you.
No,
Never hooked you.
no. And it had the same crappy dice that Top Secret had. Dice that cracked. So.
But you played Top Secret more.
Yeah, actually we did. We played that. We played that in high school in our lab class. Believe it or not. Yeah. No one on Earth still plays Dawn Patrol, do they? Or Boot Hill. They do run Boot Hill here.
Yeah, I've heard of that. before,
Boot
so
Hill?
somebody's doing it.
Yes. Not sure if it's.
But I've heard of it.
I'm not sure if it's Alan Hammock that runs the Boot Hill, or one of the other TSR alumni from back in the day. But yes, there is Boot Hill being run here. I don't know about Dawn Patrol.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, Dawn Patrol is basically dog fighting.
What?
Plastic biplanes and stuff, dog fighting. Dawn Patrol.
Huh.
RPG Grandma, glad you're having a good time. Yeah, we're having a blast. So this is our 10th time at North Texas. We first came here in 2014. I'm actually wearing here. Let me see. I'm wearing the 2014 North Texas con shirt. Actually, it's the only con shirt I've ever picked up.
That's not true. We have from other year.
Did we have another year?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I don't
With
pick them up often.
two of them. I don't remember what year.
Yeah, we don't pick them. Yeah, we don't pick them up often. That's for sure. But it still fits me.
There you go.
There you go. Still fits. It has to count for something.
Mm-hmm.
Chris. So recently, Jeff McNear did an interesting topic on how to get 5th edition players into the OSR. It was interesting. You might enjoy it. Yeah, listen, I've run games for 5e players. I've done it twice. I've did it once at TotalCon and once at GaryCon. At TotalCon, I didn't know there were going to be 5e players, but it was a group of 5e players. Their home group all signed up for my table because they wanted to play.
Oh, they wanted to try it out.
They wanted to try Swords of Which We Light. They wanted to try an old school game on. And at GaryCon, it's because the GM for the 5e game got snowed out and never got to go to GaryCon, and I was the last minute substitute. And I don't know 5e. And I ran Swords of Which We Light for 5e players. And of those players, out of the table of 8, 4 of them, 2 couples, went to the Frog Eye booth, one immediately after the game, and one the next morning when I was working it, to pick up the Swords and Wizardry complete rules.
Nice.
So, they aren't exclusatory, right? This industry is not a zero-sum industry. I know people like to think it is sometimes. It's not zero-sum. You can enjoy... Zero-sum is that if I play X, I can't play Y. If
that it gets siloed.
Right. Or
okay.
if I spend money on OSR stuff, I can't spend money on 5e stuff. Because all that money is, there's limited amount of money in the world, and it doesn't work that way. Not in reality. Maybe you can theorize that, but Paul, how was the HVAC at the con this year? Not bad.
Oh, it's excellent.
Not bad at all.
Breathing is easy.
Yeah, nighttime breathing has been good for me.
No major discomfort at all. Like, dry skin, or any type of problem like that.
Yeah, actually, let me.
Even the pool, they do well with like maintaining the pool.
You've been enjoying the pool,
and like no skin reactions or hives or anything. From that, which I've gotten before. Not here, but
all right. So here, let me see
chlorinated pools.
I got to pull up my sleep data because my sleep data will actually tell me how I was breathing at night. And okay, so we got here Wednesday night. That Wednesday night, my breathing, my oxygen, my O2 was 96%.
Nice.
93% on Thursday, 93 on Friday. Let's see what Saturday was. 93% on Saturday. So that's about my numbers when I'm at home, which means that it's doing pretty well. I don't know what it was at TotalCon, or I should say, I don't know what it was at TotalCon in 2020 when I had all my.
I'm sorry. What is that measure? It's measuring your pulse ox?
Yeah.
Oh.
Measures your pulse ox from your watch and tells you how your oxygen was doing over the night. So it's interesting. Chris, I am considering getting into cow punchers from the Basic Expert. Looks good. I have not checked it out yet. I'll have to take a peek at it. RPG Grandma, we'll catch you later. Be good. Do people generally play commercially available modules? Most, if not all, of what's run here, there are some classic adventures that are run. People might run like Keep on the Borderlands with their own twist on it. But most of what people run is, something that they wrote for the con. The vast majority of adventures are what was written for the con, and I think that's what makes them special. And let's see, yeah, they're mostly original modules. Now, also, there's a lot of original modules that are written just for North Texas to sell by various creators. And so, if you're into like getting collectible stuff or limited release stuff, this is the place you can do that. The Pace Setter booth has that. The registration desk. I haven't really looked closely at what the registration desk has. I probably should. Um, there are silent auctions running throughout the day. I won an assortment of dice bags yesterday. Very cool. And at the regular auction, I won a limited, a numbered referees only copy of the tournament adventure that was run at this year's North Texas. So, and the proceeds of all that goes to help support the con, which is important, right? This is what is you want this place to do well. You want this to excel. You want this to be here as a legacy.
Mm-hmm.
I want this to be a convention that lives long on beyond
Right,
the
and
founders and those of us that are going now.
yeah, and that it keeps feeding itself.
So
That it keeps creating more interest in more people and gets passed down
yes.
the generations.
Now, I can't say this for sure. I haven't done a survey, but in my last GaryCon was 2019. But it feels to me that GaryCon has or had an older, in general, an older audience. Here, you have grognards, you have folks in their 30s, you have folks in their 20s, you have teens, you have kids. So it really does cover the gauntlet. It covers all the ground, and it allows for the newer generations to enjoy the older game systems. Chris, Eric, do you know anything about what's going on with Goblinoid Games? I love Apes Victorious ran it last weekend. Is it back as the newest edition of Labyrinth Lord seems in beta confused? All right, Chris. So I don't have any inside baseball on that because myself and Bad Mike are blocked on social media by Dan Proctor. So
Why? What did y'all do to him?
he doesn't want the attention.
Oh,
Dan is somebody who doesn't want any negativity around him. Some people like that.
oh,
And if any criticism comes up, you, in the case of me and Bad Mike, are put on the thou shalt not see any further updates list. So any other updates, like when I found out that the
'cause
beta was released,
you guys have been critical in the past.
we've been honest.
Oh,
So just an observation from my con time here. One of the themes that I'm taking, a lot of people commented on this very channel, not just on Gamers Health, but they certainly commented on Gamers Health and the importance of Rachel and I doing this, not just for people physically, but mentally and spiritually. But the importance of this channel itself being honest.
yes.
Okay. That, and I'm sure I will freely admit that I am like everybody else. I have my own opinions, but I don't. Whatever I'm talking about is certainly my opinion, but it's not being influenced by
The dollar.
the dollar. Right? Nobody's paying for advertising. Nobody's paying for ad reads. And I said this before. I will say it again. The only advertising, the only ad reads I will ever do, the only sponsorship I will ever do is for North Texas RPG Con. So I already speak highly of this place. It's already my home away from home. So I could do that. And if some company wanted to be like we were talking about Peace Center Games one time doing that. If we were like, this episode is brought to you by Pace Center Games and North Texas RPG Con. That's fine. I'm still gonna spew the same shit whether you like it or not. Most people like it because it is honest. And because it is honest, it means that there are people that aren't going to like
Right.
the
It's
feedback.
not like you have to run your episode past
Right.
NTRPG Con or Pace Setter,
Right.
And have them approve
Right.
the episode or
Right.
things like this.
And it's not like something like, oh well, if North Texas screws up, 10 car won't cover it. No, we'll cover it. We'll get, that's the part of being honest.
Or you just tell the truth behind what, or,
Yeah.
whatever to the
Yeah.
degree that you can.
Right.
That somebody's like human decency. Like certain things that happen to people.
Right.
Here, like like any con, like medical crises could come up.
Yeah.
Or, other kinds of things. Yes. And you don't really talk about what happened with somebody, even if you were in the room.
No.
Not on here.
What I
for here.
Yeah, I know. What I mean to say is, if there was a problem with the hotel, like last year, catalytic converters were being stolen in the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't a secret.
Mm.
All right, and we talked about it on the channel multiple times, Bad Mike and I, and what the hotel was doing to combat that. So, and that's again neither here nor there. You're always going to get the unvarnished truth from my perspective. I can only the only perspective I can give you.
Right.
But that's a reason why I have co-hosts on Wednesdays and Fridays and even Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
And my lovely wife Rach, because you'll see that we don't always agree on everything.
No.
It doesn't mean that we necessarily strongly disagree. No, we're coming at things from
we see different
perspectives.
Yeah.
Different life experiences.
Yes. Different training and so much.
Chris, I am new to the OSR, just like the game, and wondered if Ace Victorious is coming back. I just like the game. I stumbled on it and went to the company website and found it empty, and then the new labyrinth for it.
Victorious,
Ace Victorious is their Planet of the Apes with the serial numbers scraped off. So it's a D20 OSR rule set where you're playing in the Planet of the Apes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool game. Don't get me wrong. I think Dan did a great job with that. I remember looking at an advanced copy of that Tim Schneider brought to North Texas years ago. That being said, I don't know how much support is going for that or for other games that have been published, like Time Master. I don't know.
Time Master, that was the one you and I played with
in 2014.
Schneider,
Yeah, in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of stuff that's on the Goblinoid Games plate, but I don't know what's still being prepared and what isn't, what's still considered viable and what isn't. I wish I knew. If I knew, I'd report on it, but I have no insights. I can only observe as you can, and your observations seem to be spot on. Dan went through, without giving away any inside baseball, Dan went through an emotional, rough time in his life, and a lot of his stuff got put on hold. And he seems to be getting out of that hole.
Well, that's good.
So let's see what comes up. But again, I'll never be the first to know because I am blocked. Chris, thanks, Eric. I don't know the history, just like the game Ace Victorious. I want to know if it's a live game still, and went to the website and saw. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you went back and it. Yeah, well, here's the thing. All right, we got a Glenn Hallstrom here. Oi, oi, oi. So let me show you all the Glenn. Oi, we're
There
good.
you go.
So here's the thing. I don't think Abe Victorious was ever a fully envisioned game. I really don't. I believe that it was always supposed to be essentially the rule set, and I don't think that there was much support that was going to be in the hopper for it. But I'm not Dan, so I don't know.
What do you know?
What do you know? So this my co-host, my cohort, every other Friday, the Glenn Hallstrom.
And it warms the cockles of my heart to see all this gaming going on around us.
Yeah, I mean, here, let's see if we can get a little table. So
Look at it.
I got some
Look
empty
at that
tables,
empty table.
but you got an empty table, but it's going to get people pretty shortly because people are still coming around.
Right. We'll skedaddle if they need to.
Yeah, they got
The game trumps the podcast, I guess.
yeah, but there's at least 2 tables available.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ace of Taurus is available on drive-through. I don't believe that they ever took it down, but like I said, I don't believe there's really much in the way of support material for it.
No.
What?
We're both like, no.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah, move that microphone.
Actually, you know what? If Glenn sat next to Rachel, then I could be off camera and just take care of the
No,
chat.
no.
I'm going to
It's
solve
tank
this
horse
right
story.
Now sit next to Rach.
No.
And
I'm going to solve this right now.
Oh,
There we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Big, happy
Yes.
dinner.
Happy-
Yeah, sitting where Shannon would sit if she was guesting.
you know.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh,
They were taking our picture.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yep.
by the way, I saw your YouTube post. You did a good long recording of my game.
Well, that was the combat, and I wanted to.
Okay, well, you said like 10 minutes.
Well,
10 minutes.
I know, but I figured the combat's still going on.
All
It
right.
was exciting.
Okay, I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised.
Yeah, no, I thought it was. I was like, you know what? We got to keep. People aren't going to want to go. Well, did they live or die? Did they? What happened with those goddamn fucking grenades?
Hey, Hop.
Those goddamn fucking grenades. This man rolls with punches. He rolls with grenades. I will say
Yeah,
that.
he had a lot to roll with yesterday.
Yes.
Our last session today, we had a private eye who would go into battle with dynamite sticks behind his back pockets.
Oh, nice.
Well, great minds think alike.
Sort of like our grenade guy yesterday.
Yeah, Mr. Grenade.
I wasn't the grenade
I
guy.
know, Jason was.
Right.
I can't believe I let that kind of crap get away with it.
Oh, that's okay. The Mighty Hob, good to see you in the artist meetup, Glenn. Wish I could have stuck around longer.
Oh well. But thank you.
Let's see. Glenn, Tenkar saw your Gangbusters game on the tavern.
All right.
Good.
Glenn is officially a backseat vlogger. You're a backseat vlogger.
Hey, no, don't turn this podcast, turn this vlog around.
Turn this.
You missed the exit
Get
over
it.
there.
Oh my God. My grandmother, God rest her soul, she'd be like, yeah, this is before GPS, obviously, folks. Yeah. You get off at the exit back there. It's where you get off.
Oh, well, that's me too, because I'm just like, oh shit, there it is. And there it goes.
Yeah. Chris's Planet of the Apes is popular again. It was cheap. Bought a copy. My players loved it. Made a homebrew module. It was fun. This is what makes the OSR so cool. Again, with again using the OSR rule set, we were playing Prohibition Gangbusters. Okay. There were OSR rule sets to play in World War II.
BX.
Yeah. There are rule sets to play in a Western setting
BX.
and in a post-apocalypse setting.
BX.
They're all basically based off of a BX.
I don't think you could hardly mention a genre that hasn't been covered by BX at this point.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing.
What does BX stand for?
A basic expert.
Oh,
But so
because he was like, "Oh yeah, it's just BX." I was like, "I'm supposed to know that."
yes, you're supposed
I
to know
am
that.
supposed to know that, really, because I've been
You've been coming here.
coming here for.
You've been coming here for 10 years and you don't know what BX is.
No, I just feel like everybody has to help me with my character sheet and tell me what happened when I rolled the dice.
There you go. Do you have fun at your role playing sessions?
Oh yes.
Does it matter how that happens?
No.
There you go. First, you can convert Gamma World modules to perhaps some Moral World modules. Yeah, actually, Moral World Aftermath.
Yeah.
And
Jason was happy as a clam. He got that Aftermath silent auction.
oh, he did.
He got the books. Yes.
Oh, now what did you get in the auction? Here, speaking of financial health, you were like, "Oh, I have to go pay for something." What did you get?
All right, so
And is it financially healthy?
listen, there were things I tapped out on. Okay, here.
Okay, this one's gonna cost big.
All right, so hold on a second. Hold on. I'm gonna show.
He's starting. He's like, "I saved money."
I saved money. All right, so.
Somebody did.
All right, so look at that.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Oh
that
wow.
was the artist is here. The painter is here. She's got. So, folks, this.
Wait, is that like a flat painting?
No,
or is it
that's-
actually a miniature?
That's a miniature, and that miniature, folks, looks very familiar to what was on
Oh yes.
the player's handbook.
Aw.
So this went for $650. I tapped out at $200. I was also bidding for a Buck Rogers box set, but I bowed out at $42 because I was bidding against Ty Beard and I wasn't going to win. And I was
That thing isn't coming home.
no,
You got songs.
no, I got the book.
What book?
I got the con tournament adventure from Kickstarter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that was 120.
Oh.
It was numbered. It was a limited referee only edition.
Nice.
But there was an original Easley painting.
Oh.
Beautiful. Went for, I do believe, $6,500.
And all goes to the top.
Yep.
Good.
I didn't win that, obviously.
I'm sorry.
$6,500, and I went up to bed, Mike, and I tried to borrow $20.
Yeah, that's a museum quality piece. But boom. They're having fun at the table behind us, by the way, folks. I shared your Gangbuster game on my tabletop Facebook group. Mark Hunt's BX version I own is pretty cool. Plan to run it soon. Well, that's what we were using was Mark Hunt's BX version. Plays beautifully.
I got two objectives with that. One, to get Mark Hunt to this convention again, and two, he needs to come out with the expert. It's not really BX unless you have the expert.
Fair enough.
I want the other 6 levels.
Well, it caps out at what, level 6?
3, yeah, something like that.
Okay. Chris, is there anyone running Classic Top Secret at the convention? I dream of getting a copy of it. A copy, it's a dream.
Is it classic? It's
Merle.
classic in the way that Merle runs it,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's classic
I
that
think
it's
he's
like
running-
that old
I think he's
version.
running SI.
Yeah, he's running. Well, he's running. No, he's running
What's it called?
New World Order.
New World Order. So you have Top Secret. You have Top Secret SI. Those are both TSR era games. And then you have Top Secret New World Order. which was published by the new TSR, now Solarian Games.
Yeah.
So, but Merle Rasmussen,
That was TSR 2.
right? Yeah.
Maybe the ladies like back in the day, like uh when he ran the game for for women
Oh yeah,
over in the old hotel.
yeah.
Was that maybe the old
No,
version?
he was
Or
play
was it
testing.
already
He was
New
play
World
te-
Order
he was
out?
play testing
Oh,
the new version.
Because it's been out for a while now then.
Right, and
Yeah.
it wasn't released at that point.
Got it.
Could we be like the next TSR?
Well, you want to be TSR 4?
Yeah.
I think it's cursed now.
Those stinky rules.
Those shitty rules.
I was trying to be nice.
Yeah, those shitty rules. We're just playing with you. We're not shitting on your game. We're just shitting on
In the
TSR.
dealer room, we have half the dealers are in there, and there's games going on in there too.
Yeah. So the dealer's room is actually had extra tables that worked out pretty well for pickup games.
Oh, good.
And some play testing that was going on out there. So, by the way, if you go to 10carstavern.com, today's post is just a photo dump of various dealers and
You were in the
creators.
bathroom taking a
I was in the bathroom uploading the
photo dump.
photo dump. It wasn't a dump. Photo dump at the tavern. But you're going to see a lot of, and I didn't get everybody. There were people that were missed, but I wanted to make sure I got up what I could get up today. I'll try to fill the holes and the gaps in tomorrow. But there's just a lot of people here to enjoy this. And I know there's going to be somebody asking a question. Why aren't you doing this in a quiet room? You wouldn't. We could do that any fucking day.
We could do that back home. Well, no, we couldn't because we'd have Filipino
karaoke. But
Speaking of
essentially,
which, we didn't find any of this con. No karaoke.
no karaoke. Have we ever found it?
Not here.
Oh.
I'm always hoping they'll be in a hotel where they do it in the bar.
Oh my God, I would love that.
I would too. I sing that. I sing the hell out.
We'd have to do a duet together.
Yeah.
I am not doing summer nights.
Summer
No,
night.
I wouldn't do that.
No, my favorite duet with a woman is Love Shack.
Yes.
Love
that's more my
Shack,
style.
baby.
Summer nights.
This is why you don't have me
Or
singing,
Summer
folks. I don't have a voice for karaoke. The Mighty Hav, that is a beautiful piece. I talked to the artist a long time about painting. She's very talented, amazingly talented. Yeah, Top Secret is a bit crunchy, the original, certainly. Old School Essentials is a rewrite of BX.
Yeah, if I can ever get the other book.
With Mr. Gunn, would that be a new TSR or the Silly Reich?
Hey, I like that one too.
The Silly Reich. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, aren't those initials cursed now?
Yeah, they kind of
You
are.
can also do tough shit movies.
Yo, touch yo. Folks, by the way, yesterday during the session, God bless Glenn. I heard the man curse during a session as we were recording. This man is the Merle Rasmussen of podcasting. Okay?
Yeah, he keep it clean.
You keep it clean.
It's a habit. It's a habit for when I was doing Save or Die. And it's like, okay, let's keep that iTunes family rating.
Yeah, I feel like you couldn't curse in front of like Liz or Mike.
Yeah, you're right. And Thaco's Hammer.
It'd be like cursing in front of your professors at Columbia or something.
It's funny, we have a code word in Thaco's Hammer in case somebody. We actually have a producer. We actually have a guy who puts the show together. So our code word with him, if we have to stop and restart or do something like that, is penis. And if there's something we don't want in there, we just go penis, 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 and we go on.
Well, I am not going to be saying penis. Oh, actually, I did just say
No, I
penis.
just say penisaurus.
Penisaurus.
Damn it, we're gonna get that game in here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a game?
Oh well, it's gonna be a second.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
on my show. On our show, we created a scenario with hookers versus Penosaurus.
yeah.
Oh.
It was gonna be like a B movie from the 50s.
Yeah. It was Attack of the Penosaurus. You know who created the scenario? ChatGPT. I ran it through. In fact, I even asked him to do stand up a Penosaurus and it did.
Yes. You heard it here, folks. ChatGPT can create a Penosaurus. That's about all it's good for. Cursing is like salt. A little spices up the conversation.
Yeah.
A lot makes it unbearable. Yes. I might have more cursing in my vocabulary than the average, but my occupation.
No shit.
My occupation. It took my mother about 2 decades for her to calm down about my language slip.
Oh, your constant F-bombs.
Yeah, but I can't preface an F-bomb with.
No, I moved from California to Oklahoma. That took care of half of it. The
Oh.
other half was having grandchildren.
Oh yeah.
That will clean up your mouth real fast.
Yeah, because they repeat it. They are like little recorders.
Yes, and some of them will repeat it and understand and use it within
Proper context.
a proper context instead of like my nephews were, well, one of my nephews was like, he'd use the curse word and it was just like so exciting for him that it would just be the curse word.
Yeah,
And not like he'd say it to people like, oh, well, aren't you so cute in the grocery store, and be like, cute. Like, no.
Yeah.
Close your mouth.
So,
yeah.
gamers' health. So, what are we talking about, healthy gamers? Doing push-ups and rolling dice at the same time at the table? Or
Oh
what?
yeah.
No, that.
Oh, I guess this was supposed to be sort of, the how did it go of, have you been, what we were all trying to do to keep to keep on track at the con. So for me, I've given myself a little grace in terms of food and not stressing the food too much. I feel like we've done well, like splitting certain things that might be rich or whatever, and then I know that I've been staying on activity pretty well here. Like I've been using the pool a lot. I've been in the gym, like with the treadmill and the.
Yeah,
I have a TRX set up there.
Rach has been very good.
I've something not related to this, but go ahead.
And so we've been doing pretty good. And then so I've been up there like every day. And if I'm not there, I'm doing yoga in the room for no less than 45 minutes. And then just the walking and stuff. And then alcohol was another concern that I had. So I've had
non-alcoholic.
I've tried to stick with just having one each night instead of like the 3 or 4 that I would have every night at cons, in the past. So yeah.
So Glenn, you were going to
he mentioned Ralphie, and as some people know, I have recently moved to Chickasha, Oklahoma, which in one of their parks has a giant leg lamp from that movie. And the other day, I just found out they have a house they open during the holidays. That's Ralphie's house.
From A Christmas Story?
A Christmas Story. All that from A Christmas Story.
Oh.
It's like an inside joke. You have reached true balance if you can stand on one leg atop a D4.
I'm still working on standing on one leg.
Top of D4. I don't stand on top of a cow trap, folks. That doesn't happen.
I picked them up with my toes, but you know.
Yes.
Yes. DCC is a very popular game here,
And MCC.
and Weird Frontiers.
And MCC, but damn, you can't find the core rule book. I've been looking for 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, it's like there's DCC, you know, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting DCC, but MCC, they got modules, but no core book.
Wow. Okay.
I don't get it.
Mr. Gunn says, "Rach, good for you on the alcohol. It is not good for you. One is enough."
Right.
So
Yep. So I might not partake tonight, because I've exceeded my, I've had my 3. I had one Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and now Saturday. And it's kind of
we can start the next week a day early.
Well, or yeah.
Depends on how you
I
count your
suppose
weeks.
because I wouldn't be drinking tomorrow anyway.
No. Your foot is on the flat part of the D4, not the pointy end. So this is it's so. How big a D4 are we? Are we talking about a regular D4? We're talking about a giant D4. It's like standing on the upside down pyramid. It ain't happening.
That's right.
On one foot, So there's going to be a midnight auction today at 12 o'clock.
Tonight,
Yes. It's going to be like the witching hour thing.
which I am not going to partake of.
No.
I went once. I didn't find anything I wanted. I know, and it's getting to the point where it's getting harder and harder to get in too.
Yes, because of the, I guess it's tickets.
Tickets and everybody, it's crowded. Well,
People really want to be in there. Like,
yeah.
The tiny one, Mr. Gunn.
Oh Lord.
I'm so I you know what? You got my sympathies if you've got a tiny one, sir. I'm sorry. But it's Mr. Gunn. He peckers away all the time. I figure I got to pecker back.
It's like Pinocchio's woodpecker.
Pinocchio knows. It always knows. All right, Mr. Gunn. What do you say, Mr. Gunn? My con buddy is Mormon, so he keeps me on the straight and narrow.
Good for him.
All right.
you know what I found? I was looking for a pen earlier when I was talking to the notary. I was like, oh, damn, I can't find a pen. But and I'm looking in the drawers. I see the Holy Bible and the Book of Mormon.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
By
I've
the
never
Gid-
seen a Book of
from-
Mormon in a hotel room before.
From the Gideons.
Yeah.
Well, the Mormon one probably isn't from the Gideons.
No.
Well, no, Art. The other one is probably.
Yeah.
The
A
Bible.
few years ago at the con, I took one of the Gideon Bibles home, which you're supposed to do anyway.
Oh.
And I wanted to make it into like a book safe, carve it out and put the stuff. I got so much pushback from people like Vince and other people saying, don't do that to the Bible.
Oh no, yeah.
And I
Well,
said, well, Andy Dufresne did it in Shawshank.
yeah.
Yeah, he put his little rock hand.
I don't.
But he was in prison. There's extenuating circumstances, I guess, for that, right?
Well, we're not going to destroy an RPG, but I mean, you could take.
No, we're talking about the Bible.
I know you could take like weird fantasy, and you could hide like a firearm in that book, and carve it out. But I'm not ruining my book. It's an interesting way to have a gun safe. I got to say.
Yeah.
Rachel's like, we could save so much space with that. It's not one side of the tool; it's what you do with it.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. I guess you're using the blunt end. When I was in Japan, this RPG grandma, it was Buddhist scripture in the hotel room.
Oh wow. That's very cool.
Marriott is owned by Mormons, hence the Book of Mormon and the Bible.
Really? I had no
So
idea
when we were
about
there,
that
they
one.
put the Book of Mormon.
Oh.
That's it. It's back.
Mr. Gunn, you never cease to amaze me. I am speechless. I don't know what to speak about.
We try to get him speechless.
It never happens. I was telling people, that I've been talking to, and I've had some really great chats, sit downs with people, you know, selfies with people, and I try to explain to them that, by nature I'm a shy person, and they were like, "Fuck you, you shy?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm shy."
And that's New York shy. It's shy with cursing.
Well, hey,
He just mumbles it under his breath.
yeah, stay out of my way. Mr. Gunn, oh, with your grandma, how did you know it was Buddhist? If it was in Chinese, if it was in Japanese, I'm sure somebody told us. I told you, he's a smarty.
She might have some Japanese language.
Oh, turning Japanese, huh? I said so. That's a song.
Yeah, I know.
It's one of my favorite songs.
There you go. All right, so where is Bill? Oh, Bill Webb has the special Bill Webb room.
The Bill Webb.
He does.
Really?
They set up a special Bill Webb room.
Yeah, he's kind of a special case, He tries to use crayon on the walls, and it's almost repetitive,
I know nothing. What this man say? I know
he wants the game, but they don't. Take the pencils away from him. He will stab people.
He can hurt himself.
He will hurt himself. He tried to take a D4 and slit his wrist last year.
Well, that would be rough.
Yes.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not even gonna try.
Not me.
Yep. By the way, if your house is crushed and you are hurt, and not able to move much, residential in Marriott is the best. I will keep that in mind.
I suspect something here. I'm sorry.
Yes. Rachel, what's your favorite thing that happened at the con?
Huh.
Nothing apparently.
No, I enjoyed there's many more women here. There's many more like wives. And I always enjoy the luncheon with the wives, and I enjoy meeting other people's better halves, and that was really fun for me this year. And I'm sure I'm gonna really enjoy the game tomorrow that they have for just the wives, or for the females, and so like those things I think have been really nice. And I have to say, like Glenn, I really enjoyed this one vendor inside the vending hall. Well, your game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
That's another really good thing that
I
happened.
didn't hear.
He had like some really like cool props that I hadn't seen. He had this circle that was see-through, and it come down on the board, and
it's an area effect.
Yeah, it tells you where the effect of the grenade would be and who would be hit and not hit. And
I bought it
Yeah, it
about
was
3-4
kinda cool.
years ago at this con. You may find it here. Come on down.
yeah, but we found this. We went to this vendor. He had little like dragon barrettes and
Did you
let's
get
say
those,
leather
Gail?
bags. I didn't get the jail. I bought one of those beautiful leather bags for the. I guess it's for the dice, but
It's going to be for other things.
it could be for so many things. But yeah, so it was so pretty. It's got.
And she ordered him the
I should have brought it down, and then I ordered him a.
leather DM screen.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell them about.
Yeah, this guy takes order for leather DM screens. It's a 3-panel screen. Beautiful artwork in front. I think it's laser etched or something. But he puts sheet metal in the panels and sews it up, and it gives you about 20 magnets, and you can put whatever charts you want with the magnets. And it's like, I got 5 screens at home. They're all going. This is going to be my screen, my
There you
one
go.
screen.
One screen to rule them all,
That's right.
and in the darkness.
I tried to give away my Gangbusters screen, but nobody wanted it.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Well, maybe somebody out there wants it.
Well, it is pink.
oh,
Oh, well, that's okay.
if you want a pink Gangbusters screen, reach out to the channel. You'll pay shipping, but Glenn will get it to you. But you're gonna have to
Probably would.
You probably would, but you're gonna have to pay shipping. This isn't a charity that we're running here. So, Mr. Gunn wants to know, Rach, are you having a fun time?
Yeah, definitely.
She's glowing. She
Yeah, I'm
is.
having a great time. Like both things. Like
Wow.
enjoying the like taking care of myself, like using the gym and the pool and all that. And then I'm just really enjoying the people.
Mr. Gunn, Glenn. Oh yeah, I watched Eric's videos. Those grenades.
Jason always surprises me in a game.
He always surprises you with a grenade, or?
Yeah, that too. I mean, between him and Gabe, it's like I'm always on my toes. You understand that? Oh, wow.
Yeah, up to your grandma. I'm sorry about that injury. That sucks. Wow. So,
I'm sorry, Grandma.
yeah. Well,
What happened?
She broke her foot.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
her foot got crushed when her house got crushed. Apparently.
Oh God.
I don't believe this is recent, but she wound up staying in a Marriott.
Oh,
And she
okay.
had a great service from the Marriott. So that's
She said she can't do her job with prosthetics, so she was off work too.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she had to save her foot.
So
Yeah.
much for home jobs.
It depends on the home job, I guess. But so let me see if I can give a
You
view.
do the scan again?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a scan again. All right, we got an artist working down there. We got a table in the corner, and the people that are having a blast are right behind us. So this is why you go to cons. This is why we don't do this from a hotel room. This is why we don't do this in a quiet corner. We want you to know the excitement, the energy that a con brings to you, and brings to the game, and brings to the community. And North Texas is a very, very special con. I gotta say that. So, when registration goes live for the next con, I'd advise that if you're interested, register early. Not only do you get a discount, but you get to be here with us. You know, and that's important. It's important to us because we want to meet you all. You know, you're our extended family. So, I think it's the witching hour. We are going to bid thee all adieu. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
From me, Glenn, my wife.
Thank you for letting me crash and photobomb.
There you go. Rach, you're all awesome. So next week we'll be back home. There's a possibility that the weekend of July 6th, there might not be a Gamers Health. I'm just saying. We might be on the island of the Long. Just saying.
We might be out on the island, as we say.
There's an island?
Yeah.
It's an island in New York.
Oh, I thought in the Poconos.
No. So, folks, as always, be safe, be well, God bless. Roll the dice, roll them well. Tomorrow, I will maybe do a video tour of this place. We'll see what kind of video I get together. I'm in a seminar. If you're here, Glenn and I are going to be part of Mike Stewart's seminar on podcasting and vidcasting. So if you are here, you're not in the game, please join us. It's at 10 a.m. And other than that, I'll catch you on the flip side.
Good night, folks, from Dallas.
North
North Texas RPG Con 2024.
2024. Is that like 90210? No.
No,
Okay.
that's 5.
Okay. All right, folks.
Take good care, everybody.
I will sleep.